Not so ever after. Once upon a kingdom far, far away, there lived a young 16-year-old maiden named Clarabella. This young maiden was me. I lived with my mother and twin sisters, Clara and Bella. I am the youngest by one measly year. We survived in a small brick cottage. I lived a simple life, thinking that things would never change. Boy, was I wrong to think that. The day my life changed was when my family received a letter inviting us to the royal ball. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. My worst nightmare has come true. How could they ask us to abandon our lives to go to some lavish party? I absolutely despised the very existence of castles. I decided then that nothing would make me go to a fancy event with stuck-up social climbers. That is where I put my foot down. The next day I prepared myself for the torture that was sure to come. I miserably failed to convince my mom to let me stay home. My sisters wanted to hurry, so they dragged me into the room and fixed me up until I felt like a pampered poodle. Since they couldn't do anything with my hair, they gave me a long blonde wavy wig. Finally, I was slipped into a dress that was so tight I walked as if I had a broomstick attached to my back. After 2 long hours of begging, pleading, and crying, I noticed that the situation was pointless. One way or another, I was going to that ball. Finally, the evening came, and I was miserable. I sat alone, looking at the fun everyone was having, yet I still didn't want to join in. That was when I noticed a tall, burly boy who looked to be my age approaching. I looked up, revealing a smile that graced the boy's handsome face. He was a looker, that was for sure. He asked, "Is this seat taken?" Glancing at the seat next to me, I shook my head, not yet trusting my voice. Right at that moment, I noticed the shimmering golden crown on his head. Uh-oh, I thought as he sat down. How could I have ever fallen in love with a prince? We sat there in silence, until he broke it, saying, "You look very lovely tonight." That was when I decided to take a turn, and I said, "Yeah, unlike your ugly big buck teeth." Truly, his teeth weren't really that big. "Excuse me?" he questioned, his face blushing bright red. Suddenly, I saw his smile fading away, turning into a confused frown. Everyone quieted after that. They were too shocked to speak. That was when a full-out conflict started. Then, out of the blue, I felt a big tug on my hair. Slip! There flew my wig onto the polished marble floor, revealing a tangled black mass of curls. At the sight of my hair, all fighting ceased. The prince hesitantly reached out his hand to examine the curl. He finally smiled again, and everyone, including me, started laughing. Soon all the guests were examining each other's imperfections and showing their own. I apologized to the prince, who forgave me, and as we talked, we realized we were meant for each other. We both decided to become a couple, and all was well in the kingdom again. The end.
Created using Powtoon.